Alright, so hold on. The game just have to load first.
Great to have you here, man. And we are just moments away from our first matchup in Mr. Oriana. And as you said, football is looking very big win rate for this champion.
Alright, so we didn't know how much they valued Rumble. And I don't know, we felt like our picks were okay there, and I thought I would be able to deal with Rumble. But for this game, I definitely should have picked Jace over Malphite. Now the reason why I picked Malphite was because like that was my comfort champ, and Jace was one of them too. But for some reason, like I don't know, like every game I've played Jace, like I've dominated in scrims, but we never played. I should have told him I wanted to play Jace, and if I played Jace, this game would have been a completely different story. But we'll just see how this game plays out. There's like a long ass pause. Alright, so this is how the game turns out. I'm bottom lane. I'm like bottom lane, and I'm against Rumble. Like, this is already bad. At the start of the game, Doublelift was like, I'm gonna shit on this top lane, these guys. So I was like, alright, you know, what I should have just said was, no, I need a swap. I have 0 kill pressure on Rumble, and he's just gonna bully me for the entire game because of the matchup. So, what should have happened was, me and him should have swapped, and that's it. And this game would have been completely different. But what happens is I get first blooded. Let's go to the first blood. Okay, never mind. I didn't get first blood. They got first blooded. Where's the second blood? Alright, so what happened here was Saint wasted E. That's basically what happened. And I told him that I wanted to push out the wave, but he played it like a gank. So that was a small mistake that costed. Like right here we should just be hitting. Okay, I should be backing off here. Okay, never mind, I see. I just stayed too long. I was too greedy for the wave. But I just needed to kill the... That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to kill the wave. And I was too greedy for it. Also, I didn't account that... Oh god, that was so bad. We almost got double killed. Like, that could have been game over right there. So, that was, like, probably my biggest fuck up of, like, the entire All-Stars. But after that, like, it doesn't happen. So now I am stuck in a rough lane against Rumble. And he's fed. And he's just gonna get more fed. And we're just gonna get stomped this game. It was a pretty sad game. There's nothing I can do about it because he got that kill on me. So we lose this game pretty badly. Oh, and then we actually had a chance this game though. Like, I don't know, somewhere they fucked up. But what happened was Saint got chunked here. And I was like, dude, you're gonna get thresh hooked. Alright, I'm just gonna stand in front of you. Because if you get thresh hooked, we fucking lose. But I got hit by Fair Assault. Now what I should have done here is I should have ulted out. But I ulted in. And that was bad. But we got owned this fight so hard. And I wasted ult on Jarvan. So the learning lesson of this game was I can't 1 vs 1 Rumble, and I can't 1 vs 1 versus Ignite. But you see, I make the same mistake for the next like 3 to 4 games where I lane against the Ignite laner, and then I get fucked. Except the second game. The second game where we actually had a chance, where I did the 1 vs 2 because they couldn't 2 vs 2 or bot lane. Like that was the only game that was like good for me. Because when you run teleport, you cannot 1 vs 1 like a laner with kill pressure, especially Rumble. So we got on that game. I definitely could have played it a lot better. And game 2, this is the game where we threw really hard. Alright, so we're for the picks, like our picks is like okay. Now what I should have done was I should have picked Jace again, because Jace is fucking OP, and I don't know, I don't know why I didn't want to play Jace. It was just in the moment, and I don't know, it was very unfortunate that I didn't play Jace. So this game, like, they have a weak bot lane, weak mid lane, and weak like top lane for the laners. Like they made the same mistake. They just made the same mistake we did. But how they're gonna sustain that is they pick Nasus, and Nasus is gonna be able to hold the waves. So no matter who goes up against this Urgot Janna lane is gonna get fucked. Like no matter what. Like PDD got fucked so hard this game. Like they just got screwed. So this is probably like our best game, like our best chance to win, but we threw really, really hard, and I'm gonna explain how that happened. So as we're coming into this game, alright, now like their jungler, I don't know what their jungler was doing. He's way too far up, so I just got a free kill, and then it snowballed. Oh my god, dude, that's terror as fuck. Same was actually like super farmed this game. Oh, that ult didn't matter. We're so far ahead. Where is the mistakes? Where is it? We're up like 5k, dude. Oh my god. Alright, here's the after the Baron. Alright, so I'm like, okay, you see top and middle, they're pushing in, and we all know, like, alright, I have TP up. Where's the TP? TP's up, like, alright, let me go back. He's like, no, you can't go back. And he's like, alright, we're just gonna one-shot this Ryze. And I was like, alright, it sounds good, but it's really not. If we were gonna dive this tower, I should have tanked. And they have Baron still. Like, they still have Baron. Like, oh my god, this is so dumb. And we just get owned. Like, we just all just die. Like, oh my god, this is so bad. And it's like game over. Where's the Baron? I want to see the Baron. What the fuck happened? Oh my god, I should have. Oh, I see, that's why I ran up. Yeah, I didn't even bother using my summoners. What the fuck? That's so bad. That is so bad. So what should have happened was they all should have been on Baron, and Nasus with Ghost somehow got Baron. Now if we got that Baron, this game would be over. But that was our first mistake on the throne in this game. Like, oh my god, that is so bad. This is like just looking at that makes me sad. But anyways, my reasoning for this game, how I played this game, was just Typical split push Malphite. But I should have played Jace here. If I played Jace here, we would have been able to siege easier. So both of these games I should have played Jace. So that's it for these games. Like, there's not really much to say for my part other than the first game where I died to PDD. I should have just swapped. And there's going to be so many scenarios for these next games. I should have just swapped. Now the reason why this scenario doesn't come up for me again is because then they give me Rumble. I'm like, oh, Chinese team favors Rumble, why not? They gave us like all the picks we wanted. I don't know. The Europe team this year for All-Stars, they just didn't do their practice / studying. Cause like any other normal Europe team, even like the Wolves would be stronger than this team because of just like, you know, synergy and like practice. Like these guys came in and played it was like solo queue. Like there's no way to balance that this was like the true display of skill. Like they definitely like did not perform well this year, and like they're way better than this. So came into this games and I came into lane late and I have bead and I don't have 25 armor, I have 13 armor. He's just gonna zone me out for like the first couple of CS because I'm Rumble. Because if I go up in CS, like I'm dead. Like I'm just dead. So I'm behind like 9 CS. Like lane's pushing against me. I'm trying to get all the CS I can, and then he's way overextended. Like he thinks I suck so much, and he's just like no respect. And there's no ward here, so he doesn't know. And now he's just dead. Like you don't disrespect the Nautilus jungle, and he does that several times. He gets caught. Now it would have been okay if Alex each was able to ward the left side of mid, but since he wasn't, like we just punished him over and over. We played okay, but I feel like they played like a lot worse too. They're definitely off their game. So I caught up in CS from like the early disadvantage. I should have started with Claw 5 this game. That would have been like much easier to lane against OS. Now the reason why I'm so far behind in CS, even though we got the gank kill, is not only because I was behind from the start, but also because I told Saint to push the lane because I wanted to go back and deny him some CS. Otherwise I'd already be like ahead in CS. So I shared some of my farm with Saint here, and that's not a bad thing because he's Nautilus jungle. You can see that like Nautilus is even CS with Zac. That shouldn't ever happen because Nautilus is like a lot slower at farming than Zac is. Zac is really fast at jungling. So you kind of see how that ties into place. So now like I have an assist on him. I don't exactly have a kill on him, so we're still the same power level. That's why I'm even CS instead. But I don't even know. That flash was like, I don't know. My ult was like, meh. But yeah, Saint like carried me this game so hard. Like I should have got fucked so much harder than I did. I don't know, and then this game just snowballs. Like I make a couple of bad ults and then there's like, okay, this was bad. Scar got caught by a Elise bind. Somehow he got away though. But yeah, there's so many times where we almost threw. So I had like my item build, I had like Warmogs because they have poke, and you know my job is just to be alive. Like, I don't need to do damage. Scar has all the damage, so I just go Warmogs, and I probably build Zonias next. Okay, we could have lost the game here because if Alex each ulted into our base, it might have been different. They almost backdoored us this game, actually. This first game was like it was so much closer than it needed to be. Like, they almost pulled, like, a backdoor on us. Yeah, and then wow, that's so much damage. But then, yeah, the creeps are killing him anyway, so I was like, whatever. He's like, I don't give a fuck about Edward. He played well this set, even though Europe played a lot worse than they usually do. But yeah, that's just game one. And game two, oh my god, there's so many throws in game two from both sides. It's like watching a game of solo queue All-Stars. Alright, so for the picks here, let's see. I picked Renekton because they banned Rumble, Diana. And I wanted to pick Malphite, but since I played terribly with Malphite Malphite would have been perfect here actually. I got 2 versus 1 this game. Like, Malphite's very good against this team, and the reason why is Varus has no escape. Jayce is weak, and then they have like 2 people diving in, and then it could just leave double left alone. But Renekton's fine here too, because honestly I don't know why Renekton's fine there. It's just Renekton. You just put him into any comp and he'll be fine. I'm still like dreading over the first games against China where I should have picked Jayce, and we could have won both games if I played Jayce. Like, I definitely, like, to what other people see from an outside point of view, people see that, oh, I performed decently, I did okay. But in my eyes, I feel like I underperformed. And that's not being hard on myself, it's just that there's so much more I could have done. There's so many opportunities where I could have carried the team. And being able to play at a pro level is not only to be able to survive against these players, but to be able to make plays. And in every single game, I felt like I've had the chances to make plays. Now, there's like certain steps of like understanding where if you're able to make plays but you don't understand it, or you're able to make plays and you understand it but you don't do it, and then there's like you're able to make plays and you understand it and you make the plays. So it's like there's so many like, and you're like under pressure. There's a huge crowd. You're playing for your country. Like, you have to go in with like a really like, you have to be prepared. Otherwise, you're just gonna get fucked, and like you're just gonna play really bad. Cause these aren't solo queue players. These aren't like regular league players, like LCS players. Like, these are all-stars from each country. These are like the best of the best from each country. So when you're going up against the best of the best, like, you're not gonna look as good as you would against other players because these guys are the best, and the pressure is on. So when I say that the pressure is on and double like performs very well, like that means a lot when you can perform under pressure. And that's a huge part of league, where if you don't perform under pressure and you choke, like I choked every game, but I just did enough to like be alive, and that I've been doing that for so long that I'm used to it, but it's just not good enough. Like, you see that's like perform under pressure. Alex Each should have got that EQ very easily right there. He would have chunked Scar, he would have jumped onto him, Q, auto, and then E. Like, that's an example of pressure. Like, if that was a solo queue game, 100% he would have hit that. Or if that was like normal LCS game and he's playing with his team, 100% he should have hit that. Like, that's just like one of the few examples. Like I don't know. That's just how it is. Like, it's a lot easier to critique than to do. Like, it's so easy to critique, like, oh, that guy made that mistake, he should have had that 100%. But when you're in the game, it is a completely different story. Like, you have cold sweat, dude. That stage, that entire arena was super hot. Like, it was everyone just sweating, like cold sweat and like sweat everywhere. I drank like 10 water bottles. It was like the conditions were ridiculous. Like, the AC was on, but it was like there's so many people. There's so much body heat in that huge like building. Like, it was so. But you have to get used to all that, and you have to perform, like, no matter what. And like this game, I did mostly okay for the laning phase, and our bot lane screwed their bot lane in the laning phase, like the 2 vs 1. But there is this one team fight where I flash E'd and I got screwed by Soaz's ult. And like that's choking. Like, you should be able to like do that normally. Like, I didn't even use my Locket or Randuin's at one point when we still won the game. Like, that's not using all of my resources. That's choking. That's like not playing under pressure. Like another example that might be easier for you guys to understand is, like, for some people who only play normal games. They only play normal games, and then, oh wow, wow, that was crazy. Oh my god. Okay, so like normal games, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna play ranked games. Like, there's some people who like choke by playing ranked games because they're like, oh, normal games easy, and they play ranked games. Like, oh, these people are good. Then you realize that people in ranked games aren't that much better than people in normal games because it's all the same. It all depends on who you play. There's like even like top ranked normal gamers who are like, you know, who try to qualify for the LCS, like Honda, like they're pretty good. So they almost made it. So that's just the example. Like, it doesn't. It's just the levels of pressure. All right, I'll stop talking about that. All right, so Soaz comes in the top lane with like 23 CS because he got screwed in 2 vs 1. So this game, we got no dragons at all. They got all 5 dragons. I don't know how. It just didn't make sense to me. So I would walk down so many. Oh my god, that wall. I would walk down. Like, we shouldn't be losing this game. Why are we losing this game? Is it because they got dragon? We're like down on gold, but I'm up like 20 CS. Alright, we're like down like 10 CS in each other lane. That's why. So they probably got first blood too. Alright, so like it's really hard to like punish Zach. Like, keep him down from CS because I have to worry about Jarvan too. But at this point I think it was fine. I was just trying to deny as much CS as possible, and I didn't want him to go back either. What I should have done was I should have let the wave like stabilize, and every time he comes up for CS I should have hit him. Also, this game I should have went Thorn Mill. Example is they have AD jungle, AD mid, and AD bot. What this means is I shouldn't have went Brutalizer. I should have went Sunfire Cape. I shouldn't have went Warmogs. I should have went Sunfire Cape, Thornmail, like a Giant's Belt, and like a Warden's Mail, and I would have been God this game. Like, and Merc Treads, I would have been God this game if I just went that build instead of like shitty, like a locket. Where's the locket? All right, so I build locket, but I build like Warden's Mail. That's good. Let's see. So Soaz is still only 30 CS behind. The reason why is because I kept pushing into his tower, trying to deny him. But I actually got ganked once. I was surprised that Jarvan was able to kill me because he had a Spirit of the Elder Lizard instead of the tank item, and that actually hurt them later. So it was like, it wasn't that bad. Like, there's no way they should have been able to kill like a Mercury Treads, Warmogs, or Nectin. Like, I have no idea how they did that. Like, I did all my escapes perfectly, other than face checking the brush. But yeah, this game about a locket, and it's like, if I went Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Like, Alex H was so fed this game. He just farmed, actually. Not fed. So I had Locket, and it was like okay for like building HP here is not that great either because you got the E from Jace and the W from Zach. Does HP percentage damage, and he has Leandry, so Warmogs are definitely a bad buy here. But, like, the reason why I'm saying Thornmail is because it makes sense. And after the game, PDD came up to me, is like, you should build Thornmail. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like a great idea. So, I don't know, we talked about it for a little bit, even though he speaks Chinese. I had like a translator at one point. And PDD told me to build Thornmail. And then, yeah, I should have built Thornmail. Like, that's it. Like, Thornmail, if you think about it in this situation, is perfect. Because Zach's not going to go on me, he's going to go on my back line. Like, I should have been able to be like a much bigger tank. I had 5k HP, but I could have had like 4k HP of Thornmail. Like, Thornmail is just like god tier armor item. And there's like the throws back and forth. Finally got my randoms. I should have not bought Cleaver because we have no other 80 on our team other than Double Lift. Oh my god, so scary. Oh, is this the pentakill? Oh yeah. We didn't even know he was getting a... I was like, get Alex, and he's like, oh okay. Like, we all tried to kill him. That was pretty good. That was the only pentakill of the All-Stars, I think. There's a quadra next game. But yeah, we did okay. But I'm just saying, like, we all could have done, or I could have done better, just with item builds and masteries alone. And so, alright, here's the faded Korean game where we get stomped. I'm not even gonna look at the first game, but the first game, I played Diana against Rumble, and what should have happened was what should have happened? I did okay this game. Honestly, I farmed. I missed a couple of CS, but that wasn't the reason why we lost. Like, we got stomped level 1. We didn't do our strategy for both games. And, like, I don't know. Me and Special had, like, the least deaths. Like, it was just screwed. Because, Scar's a liability with his champ pull. We should have sent him mid. I should have gave him Diana, and I should have played Ryze. I should have went top with Ryze, and I should have laned against Kennen, and that would have been like way better. Cause yeah, I don't know. Our picks were just weird. The first game we got stomped, and then there's like the second game. Like, the other reason why I couldn't do anything in that game is because I didn't have Ignite. If I had Ignite and I gave Scar a TP, if I had Ignite against Rumble, I would have been able to kill Rumble because I took Wolf experience. And I would have pushed up on him and, like, put a lot of pressure on him. And then they had Zac gank bottom, so I had to go back at that point, too. But Diana against Rumble, if you don't have Ignite, you get screwed over. So for our picks here, I wanted to play York. I was like, guys, they're gonna send Ryze top. Just give me York. Let me have York. I'm like, fine, I'll play Kha'Zix. And I had Kha'Zix with TP. Here's another game. I should have had Scar with TP, and if I had Ignite, I would have won my lane. And you'll see why. Like, Ryze with Manamune against Kha'Zix. Like he has like I don't even have to like look at his room page. He has movement speed quints. He has 22 armor. He has full mana glyphs, flat mana, and he has magic pen reds. Like I don't even need to look at his room page. I already know what he has, and he has 2109 or 9021, and he got, oh my god, he got double golems. That's the other reason. So for this first blood, actually, I forgot to. I thought Double If was watching the bottom try, so I just died here. Like that's long story short. And the reason why I didn't stand on the corner is because you can thresh hook there. And every scrim I've played against thresh, I got hooked there. So, like I don't know, I shouldn't have stood there. I should have just like. I don't know. I should have not stood there. I should have just threw down the ward and just went top. Now, I go top here. Shy's early into lane. Like, I'm already losing this lane. And he has Ignite. So the best thing I can do against Ryze is farm. But you don't want to just farm against Ryze. What should have happened was I should have pushed up and then swapped with Scar and let Scar lane against Ryze. And the reason why is because I have teleport. I can deal with the 2 versus 1 better than he can. Even though I'm Kha'Zix and he has the shield, like I should have been the one with Ignite and he should have been the one with teleport. So like right here he's level 2, he's zoning me out. But I'm still doing okay. Oh my god, were they gonna dive me here? Like, I can't walk up because I'll just die. Like, I know that I'll die. Oh my god, I missed that CS2. There's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, they can't do that. Wow, I didn't know he was there. I had flash and E though. There's no way he could have got me. So I TP back in. Alright, this is where I have my chance to do something. Now, I should have went Chalice here, because if I went Chalice here, I would have been able to farm much better. Now, even though he got Golem advantage in level 2, and he has Mana Crystal, and I don't have that level 1 item, like, somehow, I don't even know why my CS is this close. He should have, I think he missed, like, a couple of CS, because I definitely wasn't hitting my CS against Ryze pressure with Mana Crystal. Because I don't have Ignite. If I had Ignite, it would have been a different story, but... So he has no mana here, so I just jump on his ass. Now, that could have been bad because Insect was there in the area. But he's, like, pressuring our jungle. So I'm just waiting for Shy to, like... And I'm about to catch up in CS, so I'm just looking for him. I miss a CS. And I just jump on his ass. Now, if I had Ignite, I probably would have killed him. Alright, I'm still waiting. Yeah, I should have went Chalice. If I went Chalice, I would have bullied him out of lane easier. Yeah, so he has no mana. Like, he can't do anything. When I have E up, like, he just... I miss so much CS. We both miss so much CS. If I missed that much CS, I mean, Shy missed a lot of CS too. But it's just that he probably sacrificed some CS to harass me, and he's, as long as he's ahead of me in CS, then, like, he's fine. Because he's Ryze. Like, I shouldn't even be even CS with Ryze. I should be, like, way ahead. So he's perfectly fine. I wanted to dive him here, but, like, I don't know, like, Nautilus jungle is so weak when he's behind. And, like, I couldn't ask for any pressure. Yeah, if I had Chalice here, oh my god, I wish I had Chalice here. Because Chalice, they had Kennen, Zac, and Ryze. If I had Chalice, that would have been so good. Okay. Okay. Alright, so for this game, Ryze got a lot of farm, and he just carried later, and I couldn't deny him because I didn't have Ignite. That's just pretty much the story of the game. Also, he could have owned me harder if, well, he's just already way ahead, honestly. And then there's one mistake from our entire team that chose the entire game, or like made the game where it was like even worse than it already was. All right. So I'm going bottom right, and I'm like double if go top. We need to pressure the top and mid towers. So he goes top, and then I have TP. And then I have TP, and then they're like, I'm like, all right, we don't see Ryze bottom. Wait until you see Ryze bottom. So I walk bot lane. I'm trying to force Ryze to go bottom. Ryze is bottom. Alright, right here, I'm like, okay, Ryze is not bottom. Wait for me to have Ryze show bottom. And he's like, we can turn on them. And I'm like, okay. So I TP'd. And, like, Ryze is coming. Like, we couldn't kill him. Like, we're behind. We should have waited till I split pushed bottom. Like, we couldn't even beat them 4-on-5. The only reason why we beat them 4-on-5 is because it's 4-on-5. And then Shy just comes in and cleans up. Yeah, that was like, they get dragon off of this. Like, that was a 4-on-5. We're so weak. Like, Shy's like 5-1, and it's like 192 CS. The game's just over because you can't let. The reason why I want to play York is you can't let Ryze farm the lane at all. You just can't. If I was playing York, I would have been able to stop him, but I didn't prepare York for this stage, even though I knew they played Ryze, and that was my own fault. So this game's pretty much over. We're behind like 5k. They have like Ryze late game, and it's just over. And that's the end of our All-Star experience. So I learned a lot, and the main thing was that I can't run TP. Can't run TP against. Can't run TP against Ignite, and I need a 1 vs 2. So anyways, that's it. I have to go somewhere. Thanks for watching. Bye.